Dyer's pick. Rubik. Radiant's pick. Shadow Demon. 10 seconds to go.
How long was I muted for?
5 seconds.
Did you miss all of my expert analysis? Anyway, Mudgolems Alliance, second game, Lycan,
Dyer's pick.
the Batrider ban, Void Spirit being picked up. I called the Shadow Demon, just, you know, obviously no one could tell because I was muted, but I did call the Shadow Demon, so I'm going to take that as a victory. That pose that the Void Spirit does, where he just lifts up his knee and then like puts his leg in, that's not comfortable, man.
10 seconds to go.
Anyway, the Keeper of Light this time taking out Nyx Assassin
5
with it,
seconds.
Batrider and the Lycan, as Alliance look to pick up the second hero of the first phase of this draft. What's playing on the
Radiant's
mixer?
ban. Wraith King.
I have that blocked, right? It's... hang on. Let's mute that. It's going to be the Wraith King.
10 seconds to go.
That's actually really nice in terms of... I've said it before. The fight potential that comes out from this hero is pretty ridiculous. So it's nice to see. Nico Baby's played it a couple of times as well. Obviously everyone knows what the Wraith King does. It's good in the lane, offers a lot of damage. Shadow Demon as well. We've seen a couple of Shadow Demons get good first bloods with the Wraith King just because they get the disruption off, they trap the heroes in the trees or something, and then the Wraith Fire Blast comes through and there's no way to escape. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Wraith King play. You know, I know Nico likes it as well. A good solid green hero for the green team. As this time the Beastmaster will be taken out, Ember Spirit too, so they don't make it through the second phase of drafts. And Mudgolems, what are they looking for here? What do they not want to play up against? What is one of those heroes that they just think
5 seconds.
we don't want Alliance to play that at all?
Dyer's ban.
It's going to be the Underlord. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Again, being able to move around the map, just the potential pressure that you can put on. But the things like the Pit of Malice, obviously the Firestorm, so
Radiant's
good
ban.
in lane. And a Harassers Invokers taken out here by Alliance. Underlord is a good hero at the minute, just to sit and tank up, you know, build your auras on. And obviously with the Wraith King as well, you don't want to be letting the Alliance have too many auras alongside his auras. So you just take it out. Pop goes the puck, as Mudgolems tell him to puck off. And now Alliance, what are they thinking here? What's their plan? They've still got a full 2 minutes to think about this
10 seconds to go.
after draft time. So
5 seconds. Dyer's pick.
Monkey King, yeah, again,
Radiant's
Monkey
pick.
King's in a good space, good solid fighter. They're gonna go for the Timbersaw. So this is one of those heroes that it's just a pain in the ass to take down. You know, it might have messed up Mudgolem's plans. Do they need to pick up a little bit more magic damage now? Do they need to, they definitely need to be
10
aware of what the
seconds to
Timbersaw
go.
can do. The push potential with the Timbersaw, just able to clean up creep waves with
5
his
seconds.
chakrams as well as his Swollen Deaths. Wraith Kings being able to put the pressure on the lanes with the Scallybobs that pop up. Again, the Shadow Demon. Oh, I wonder if there's a specific hero that the Shadow Demon might look to replicate here.
Dyer's pick.
Crystal Maiden.
As Mudgolems. Yeah, okay, once the disruption, I suppose, once the disruption and the Wraith Fire Blast comes out, there's nothing really at the minute to stop the Crystal Maiden from channeling a full freezing field. It
10 seconds
gets
to
a
go.
little bit more dangerous when there isn't a disruption
5
being used. There's not a Wraith Fire Blast being used. In fact, I think the Wraith Fire Blast, the cooldown's short enough that
Radiant's pick.
you could probably throw it out and then save it. Or an Ice Path. Why get up close when long range will do? Jakiro's Ice Path. Again, good push potential, great team fight with the dual breath to harass out in the lane, as well as the macro pie to throw it on for extra damage. And the liquid fire as well on towers. It is it's a nice all-round hero. You know, I love seeing the Jakiro picked up. It's a nice solid support when you just need a little bit of everything. You know, you don't need a specialization.
Radiance ban.
Anti-mage.
Ooh. MGs go for the anti-mage. They're going boom or bust here. With the Wraith King no longer getting the talent for the no mana ultimate, you know, it is on the Agshad now. That's 1400 gold that he might not want to shift out just to try and deal with the anti-mage and the mana burn that the anti-mage is going to cause here. So let's see.
10 seconds to go.
Our Alliance going to go heavy pressure here and try and stop the anti-mage from getting anything out of this. They ban out the LC, but I would have thought that maybe they put the Timbersaw mid up against the Void Spirit and still look for an offlaner here. As Alliance, what do they not want to be playing up against? What's this offlaner potentially? The Void Spirit could play the offlane. It's probably going to be the mid Void Spirit, but again, Mudgolems could be pulling something out of the bag. And the quick rotations, the ganks that can come through from a Void Spirit as well. When you're able to Ether step in, drop those remnants and just disrupt the fight.
Radiance ban.
So Storm going to be banned out here. Let me just go see what my dog's barking at. I'll be 2 seconds.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Dyer's ban. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Okay, sorry about that. There was a car in the close, and obviously the dog doesn't like strange cars in the close. Yeah, I don't have a great webcam, and I don't even know where the webcam is, so you'll just have to take my word that I have a dog.
10 seconds to go.
I wasn't just playing dog noises in the background just for that. just for the hell of it, to get a little bit of time off. And I can see the draft's not even really moved on, so I've not even missed a thing. As the Mars, Tidehunter, yeah, okay, so 2 bans, but there's still the team completion, you know, the team composition to complete.
Dyer's pick.
Darkseer. Ooh. However, he does have to deal with a... Well, no, Jakiros haven't really been getting Ice Path early on. They've been going for the Dual Breath and the Liquid Fire. It's around level 8 or 9 they've been looking at the Ice Paths. Maybe this changes the build a little bit.
10 seconds to go.
But it could actually be the... I think it's going to be the pause for Jakiro here.
5 seconds.
Yeah, so the mid Void Spirit, Darkseer in the off lane, Anti-Mage playing that safe lane carry. Crystal Maiden is the position 5 and Rubik is the position 4. Meanwhile, Alliance... To me, it looks like Wraith King's going to be in the safe lane, Timbersaw in the off, Shadow Demon as a position 5, Jakiro in the off lane support, and looking for a mid lane hero. But again, they could shift the Timbersaw into the mid lane, pick up a second off lane. It's actually going to be the Mirana.
Time to pick some of these folks.
Alright then. We've got a draft. Is this potentially the last game of the day, or do Mudgolems have something up their sleeve? Let's find out as we are gonna just wait for this reserve time. But everyone, yep, chat, let me know. What do you think? Do Alliance take this? Are Mudgolems gonna force it through to a game number 3? What are your thoughts? I've been talking all day. Let's hear something from you. You know, let me know.
10 seconds.
Because I mean, it's an anti-mage game, right? If it goes long enough, it always ends in the anti-mage win. Is that the formula? The longer the game goes, the closer the anti-mage win gets to 1. As Limp on the Mirana, FNG, Jakiro, S4, Timbersaw, Nico Baby, Wraith King, Hanskin, Shadow Demon. Meanwhile, Biver on the Rubik 9 on the Void Spirit. We've got ourselves a Fada, Crystal Maiden, Skidder on the Anti-Mage, and 3-3 on the Darkseer. Is 3-3 PCZ? Is that what he changed his name to? It was 6-3-3, right? You think Mudgolems takes this? Yeah, Mirana Core, it's... I mean, there's a lot of setup with the... I actually wouldn't be surprised to see it offlane, actually, with the Shadow Demon. Because Disruption Arrow is a good combo. It's one of those combos that if you get the timing down, you should always get the kill, no matter who's been disrupted. So it could potentially actually be the off-lane Mirana. Oh no, it looks like S4's moving down. I thought S4 might have played mid. Who's got the smoke? Yeah, we're going to see this 5-man smoke coming through. So I'm assuming disruptions and arrows. We'll see this arrow combo that I was talking about if they can find someone out. But yeah, disruption into arrow should always, as a pro team, 90% of the time should connect. And just the damage that comes out. Let's see if they can find someone. In fact, he could even find Skitter. Smoke wears off. Do they want to carry on going here? And that nice deep ward. Skitter. How's the vision looking? Oh, did he see them because of this? No way. Yeah, it looks like Fado was even... Fado moves away. And it looks like... Let's get the camera going properly. It looks like it's just going to be a 2-for-2 trade on runes. They even check the Roshan pit just to make sure Wraith King's not gone for some goofy vampiric spirit first level.
And they're off.
So it's just 3-3. Ah, okay. Yeah, I just remember BZZ for a few events changed his name to 6-3-3 and then cut it down, and it was just a pain in the ass to remember. So it is just 3-3. Okay. Bottom lane, aggro tries. Oh. Yes? No, Timbersaw's TPing. Never mind. Okay, just normal lanes. The announcer is the Bastion announcer. The best announcer in the game. The Bastion pack announcer. So Nico Baby's going to go for the Vampiric Aura, Vampiric Spirit now. Level 1. But obviously because of the Fade Bolt, the reduction on damage on that from Biver, it just makes it really hard to heal when you've taken a whole load of burst damage from something like a Fade Bolt or some Ion Shells. As 3-3 pulls back, FNG as well. Yeah, the dual breath is up, so the harass should start fairly early. But once this liquid fire starts coming out as well, it's going to be, I'm not going to say hard for 3-3 to maintain in lane, because he's probably going to be looking for like a headdress, an early mech, but it could be a little bit more fight potential coming out from Alliance, you know, because Nico Baby, he does have to be careful at the minute how far forward he comes, just because of the Iron Shell. That's just going to constantly chip away at his health. But yeah, something like this, the skeletons clean that up pretty quickly. The dual breath as well, 3-3. Going to be taking a little bit of damage from this. As Nico Baby's got the crit, so not going to go for the Wraithfire Blast, probably around level 3 or level 4, when he really wants to start getting aggressive, merely taking the fight, 2-3-3. Meanwhile, bottom lane, oh, the Crystal Nova comes out. Are they going to be able to take down S4? A couple more right clicks underneath the tier 1 tower though as well. Hanskin maybe with the body block saves S4 life there.
Are you even trying?
So, S4 not having the greatest time in the bottom lane, but Skitter, I suppose, yeah, you want to be using the Will and Death, but you need to prioritize getting yourself away. Once that Frostbite comes out though from the Crystal Maiden, it's going to be hard to get away. Trying to stop the pull here. Did he pull in time? Looks like he did disrupt it. Just the range creep that gets pulled back onto that. So, that's pretty tasty there from Hanskin, knowing the timings on the rotations and how to try and deal around this one. Biver's going to be taking a lot of frost. FNG, again, the dual breath, the liquid fire. Biver with the Fade Bolt, but it should still be a decent tick of damage here. Coming out onto the Rubik. You can just see he's had to use a Tango. You know, he's got 2 left. He does have a Salve as well, so that's not too bad. Bottom lane as well as the mid lane. I'm trying to drink my drink, but it's been in my hands. So Limp gets pretty low here. Void Spirit actually might make a dive, the leap away from the Remnant. And 9 can't find it. Hanskin has been forced to back away. And this harass once again. 3-3. Just able to farm this one up in the stack itself because of the Iron Shell. And he keeps a point as well. He might use the vacuum if there's kill potential, but obviously you want that surge to save yourself. So saving the point, really smart play here by 3-3. Just not knowing which one he's going to need soon. 9 comes in, Resonant Pulse, Dissimulate, going to be taking a lot of damage here, Limp, but 9 is now out of mana. The TP from Hanskin, maybe he baits something back, the bottle is going to be recharged, Limp should be fine. Did he want to come forwards? This arrow though, can't get in range of the disruption, and Hanskin only level 1. Oh, the leap forward, the Starstorm now as well, the point blank arrow. Fairy Fire comes out from both heroes now as well. Limp, what's he going to be able to do? The Remnant drags him back. Do they have any extra damage? Does he have the leap? No, not for 15 seconds underneath the tier 1 tower though. The disruption. Beaver's going to be coming in. Biver with the Fade Bolt. Does he do the kill? He does not. And the Dissimulate for 9 keeps him alive.
Illusion.
This pleases me to no end.
So Limp. Fade Bolt does connect. He's got 1 more charge on the bottle.
Denied.
Top lane. Oh, I thought he might have dove on 3-3. Zoom in and out, just on the mouse wheel. Limp's going to be taking, again, a whole lot of harass from 9, who's out of bottle charges, but there are bounty runes coming up soon. So he is going to be able to refill. Both heroes are going to be able to refill as Limp. Just looking for a bit of body blocks to try and get that creepy equilibrium back in his favour. Try saying that 5 times fast. S4 with the pulls as well. He's not too fussed about pulling the creeps in because obviously he's the one going to be soaking the farm. No points into the Well and Death though, so just relying on the Timber Chain to do the farming. As Skidder gets through into the farm, should be able to pick up a Ring of Health here. Is he going to be able to get both of them? He does, and the blink away maybe? Limp doesn't want to engage, so he can just walk himself out. Yeah, goes for the TP actually. Straight back into the lane. So Skidder, how's his farm looking? It's 16-3 to the 39-1 of the Wraith King. Anti-Mage, he's going to go back for the Power Treads, but maybe they need to look for a rotation to help out Skidder on this bottom lane. On the side of Mudgolems, because he's fallen way behind. It's nearly a third of the last hits that Nico Baby has. And I know he's popping the skeletons, he's going to be able to farm these up as well, but every little helps here. Oh, Remnant gets dropped. Where's the disruption? arrow, 1 second away. It does come out. Dissimulate, it's still going to be there though. And 9 now comes back up into the high ground, pops the rune, and Limp could be in a whole load of trouble. This might actually be first blood. What's that step? It's still 11 seconds away. Does he have the mana? There's going to be a whole load of poison. No mana for the Starstorm now as well. So 9. It's going to be another close escape from both heroes. Yeah, Void Spirit isn't the hero that you want to go on with the disruption into arrow, because the dissimulate can always, or most of the time, come out. Chakram being used, the frostbite as well. Timbersaw though, he has 3 points into the reactive armor, should be fine. Biver hanging around on his broom, or on his staff, at least around the Roshan pit. Does S4 want to maybe dive? He's out of mana. Okay, so he's out of mana. Can't go for the dive onto Skidder. Meanwhile, top river, they might be going for something here. The arrow flies through. It's going to be onto the Darkseer. Darkseer will be first blood. Nico baby picks that one up.
It is only right.
Now underneath the tower, S4 going to be forced back again. No mana. There's no mana void though from the anti-mage. Frostbite comes out, even with the 18 stacks onto the reactive armor. S4, is he going to be able to get himself out of this? Maybe. Just needs to break vision, make sure there's no Frostbite coming out. Slowly but surely, he is getting down though. He's got no Timber Chain. The Frostbite does come out. One more right click. Fada gets it with the take of the Frostbite. Limp. Getting the farm up on Mudgolems, of all things. Gets the Royal Jelly, which he actually gives. Does he take himself? Yeah, he's going to take one. Maybe give one to the... No, Wraith King. I thought he might have given it to the Timbersaw, just for the extra bit of sustain, as Timbersaw's making a move here. Skidder does have the blink available if he needs to get himself away. Handskin's going to come through, but not quick enough. Timber Chain comes out. Where's that Chakram? Is he going to be able to slow Skidder down enough to do the damage? Skidder's got the blink. 4 seconds. 3. Poison's on. Where's that? Oh, smart. With the mana shield, though. S4 waits. The Chakram comes through. S4 gets his revenge. In fact, he might get more than that. He comes in with the Timber Chain once again. Fada, the TP is going to be coming through from the Rubik, but S4, how low is he? Timber Chain's there. Biver doesn't have the spell steal now as well, so S4 might just stop to get out. Hanskin might be the sacrificial lamb. One more right click, he does get the kill. Moonlight Shadow comes through. There's 33 able to use the Surge to get himself back safe. Might not stop there though. Limp, Starstorm, that's a full Storm. The double comes through, and Limp cleans up the Darkseer. So bottom lane once again. S4, the blink comes forward. Was that Frostbite to slow him down? Fada does have it available, and if he wants to drop it on S4, he has the mana gain now as well. Skidder has that mana void. S4 though is looking pretty darn healthy. That extra 6 stacks in the reactive armor making all of the difference here. Not able to get in range of finishing him off with the mana void, and S4 will be fine. Mid lane though, they get the kill to Hanskin. Rotation from Biver, and the combination with 9 sees it 3-3 now, the score in terms of kills. Oh, 10 minutes in, let's take a look at the net worth from both teams. It's going to be Limp as well as Nico baby, top of the net worth chart. Fada comes in with the TP. FNG doesn't have an ice path, does have a dual breath though. Oh, he's going to go with the freezing field. Was that Wraithfire Blast? Anything to stop this? FNG not going to be able to get himself away from that. It's actually going to be Biver that picks it up. I'm sure they wanted to cast that on Nico baby and look for a kill there, but even taking the down the Jakiro, was that Wraithfire Blast? Telekinesis. Wraithfire Blast still goes. Point blank arrow. Starstorm comes out. Wall gets dropped. Biver still goes down. Frostbite. Limp's able to leap away. Nico baby. 9 coming in with the haste rune as well. Was that Remnant? It drops it the wrong way. So Nico baby, there's got no reveal. He can't get in range, and they can't find anything on the side of to deal damage to Alliance here. They get out with a kill. Only on a Rubik, but a Rubik is better than nothing as they get themselves out alive once again. Nico baby. Do they want to try and make something happen here? Wraithfire Blast, arrow available. Dual Breath here as well. Only level 5 though, so no Macropire. The Dual Breath's going to be there. Again, point blank arrow. They take down the Crystal Maiden this time. Fada, a little bit out of his depth.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't
An AM,
right now.
10 minutes in. Still got a Claymore.
Radiant's
Oh, the
bottom
Iron
tower
Shell. He
is
needs to time this right so it
Radiant
doesn't
lost
go
one
towards the
bottom
Dark
tower.
Seer. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I think the little skeletons went towards the Dark Seer. But he's still got, what's that, another 1,000 gold.
This'll come in handy.
He needs to farm before he's even close to getting the Claymore up. And then that's still the Void Stone on top. So this Battle Fury, it might still be another 5 minutes away just yet. Bottom lane. 9. Yeah, it's just going to be able to come in and farm up. This lane's pretty safe because the tier 1 tower's gone. So you don't want anyone... Alliance don't want to go too deep on this because the TP's to the tier 2. And they can't respond because they don't have this outpost. Speaking about responding, Nine is going to try and respond to this pressure on the tier 1 tower. S4 though.
Radiant's top tower's hurt.
In the telekinesis, the short Stone Chakram comes out as the freezing field. And 9 is able to clean that kill up onto S4. Does Limp maybe want to try and take a gank? Starstorm does come out. Limp maybe point blank arrows this. Nope. Just going to be throwing the harass out and the leap away. But the blink anti-mage, the chase is on just as Mirana pops that DD. Trying to be a little bit tricky there. Skidder though behind the tier 2 tower. Top lane. 33 can carry on pressure in this in. Again, he's going to be coming across this headdress pretty darn soon, which should be the full mech, I do believe.
Shadows, take us.
Moonlight Shadow as he starts to make the way towards the anti-mage. But the vision is there. Yeah, just on top of the cliff there, so they will see the Mirana coming in just before that Moonlight Shadow gets popped. And Nico, baby, what does he want to do? Top lane? Are they going to be able to get another kill? The macro pack comes out. FNG will kill Biver this time. There's 33. Does have that mech. Going to go towards the Aghanim Scepter. So wants that Iron Shell to have 2 charges and increase the duration. And the plus 350 health is quite good as well.
Radiant's mid tower.
Nine's going to be coming in. Does he drop the Remnant on top? S4 gets dragged back. Was the ultimate. No ultimate left. Freezing Field can't be dropped, but the Frostbite. S4 will still be able to get himself back towards that tier 1 tower. The regen from the tower kicking in now, as well as those 22 stacks of reactive armor. Timbersaw should be fine here. No follow-up to the damage on the Timbersaw, which means that there's no way to kill him off. So 33, Fada, 9 as well as Biver stacking up. Tier 1 tower. Do they want to try and take this one down? Do they have a tower hitter here? Or maybe not. Hanskin, Disruption comes out. The Shadow Poison now as well. What's stolen? It's going to be the Poison actually. And Hanskin gets locked down. And the Shadow Poison stolen by the Rubik. That's really good actually. The 4 points in that going up against S4. If you can tell, Kinesis start throwing down the Shadow Poisons as well. Really stacking that up on the Timbersaw. It'll make it hard for him to come into these fights, as long as that's something that he can do consistently. Tier 1 tower in the mid lane being pressured. 9 wants to be coming in now as well. The leap back dissimulate comes out. They've caught FNG. Arrow. It hits. Void Spirit's going to be locked down for a few more seconds. Just taking the harass though, as Anti-Mage is able to deny the mid lane tower. Ooh. S4, telekinesis is there. The Shadow Poison's off the mark though. Actually connects onto Roshan. And you can see Mudgolems, they're just playing it safe. They're playing together. They know they've got a good tempo. 33, getting close with the stack. It's going to be about halfway towards the Aghanim Scepter, if that's what he really wants. As well as... yeah, he doesn't have the full Guardian's Greaves, but he can get that after his Ags. There's no real setback, because he does have a decent amount of mana, nearly 1200 mana to be thrown out in these fights. That's really nice. Well, 12 plus the 215 mana you get back, so nearly 1500 mana.
The prize is mine.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
Wraith King though, Nico Baby just continues to put pressure on this bottom lane. He's got himself the armlet. Gonna go towards a full Melania. So not even
Trouble
going, considering the
brewing at
Glepnir.
bottom tower.
I wonder if he gets a Blink Dagger after a bit. Crystal Maiden just sees Nico Baby rotating down, but Nico Baby's just going to be here to cut the wave. The skeletons, they've got 2 lives, so even if they die to another Crystal Nova. Okay, Fortification comes out. Fight on the top lane, though. It looks like they're going to be able to take down Trading 33 for Handskin. But coming down to this bottom lane, the TPs are there. 9, Nico Baby, Limp backing him up. Biver, the Ray Fire Blast is going to be there. The Starstorm comes out now as well. Was that point blank arrow? What was stolen here by Biver? It's just going to be the Wraith Fire Blast. It looks like Limp gets killed off by Skidder. And now Nico Baby's in a whole host of trouble because the rest of the team can't respond to the Wraith King now. Macropire is going to be a little bit too short. Nico Baby, this is going to be a quick kill on him. Mana Void, it doesn't do enough damage. Nico Baby, though, can't get himself away from this. Doesn't mean that S4 is able to put the pressure onto the tier 1 on the top. But that's not what you need. When you're going to be looking for fights to try and shut down the anti-mage, you don't want to be farming kills and assists. So, anti-mage. The net worth, it looks bad just because he's 1100 behind the Wraith King, but with the space that he's being given to farm up, Alliance not really moving as 5, putting the pressure on the map. Skidder should be given all the chances he needs to get ahead. Marana, Limp, what's his next item? It's going to be the BKB after the Maelstrom. It's 4, no neutrals for him. I suppose the tier 2s are only just coming up. Quicksilver Amulet, that's quite nice for Void Spirit, actually, who has a Witch's Blade. I didn't even realise this. That is the slow that comes out from the Witch's Blade, as well as the damage from your intelligence.
Dire's top towers.
I mean, what's that, 18.8 intelligence? Every second. Someone like the Jakiro gets caught out in that, Hanskin gets caught out in that. It's still a good chunk of the health before reduction. 9 equals 9.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom
So
tower.
Hanskin going to be able to do a little bit of dewatering. Doesn't want to stick around for the Sentry Ward. Limp should be able to back him up. There's the Remnant, but it doesn't drop onto Hanskin now. As the Moonlight Shadow does come out, Hanskin's been revealed. Or the Sentry gets dropped now as well. Instantly dewarded again. Do they want to try and make a fight happen here though on Alliance? The push comes in
Radiant's
towards the tier 2 tower, but that creep wave gets cleaned up easily by 9. Do they want to pressure the tier 2? Wraith King, he's got the Melania queued up, but also the Blink. I wonder if he goes for the Blink first, because he is going to have trouble with Fada. Just having the gap closed, being able to close the gap, because Fada can control telekinesis from Biver now as well. Ice Path comes through, Mew up onto the high ground, 9 comes through as well, but the Ray Fire Blast, this should be a kill. 9 gets to dissimulate off, they change targets to Fada, Fada's caught in the Macropire, and it looks like that will be at least one victim and 9, the Purge, but he's going to be able to get that Ether step back. It's going to be a good vacuum into the wall. 33, what's he going to be able to do with these illusions though? They are going to be killed off, giving a little bit of gold over to the Limp. And this looks like it's going to be the tier 2 tower. Nico Baby does have that ult available, though, if he gets taken down. And he dives back in here as well. Biver gets caught out, telekinesis. Can they slow him down? Arrow's going to be off the mark. So it is going to be a tier 2 tower, and Alliance just backed themselves away. Anti-Mage could have put a bit of pressure onto this tier 2 tower, but the Hans can TP's back if he gets caught in a disruption. And the Marana TP's back, you get caught out there. Do they want to chase here? Crystal Maiden TP into the low ground. Nico Baby is there. Vada pushed back up to the high ground with his TP. Do they have the vision on this? 9 takes down FNG. He does get caught out and can't escape here. So S4. Just in the mid lane. Again, trying to do what he can. He's building towards Zakaya, which will help him immensely. Just the extra damage that you can do, in particular full look at the Kaya, which we can't do unless we do it this way. Yeah, so the spell amp, always going to be nice. The mana regen as well as the spell lifesteal. It means that he doesn't need to go for anything super expensive when he can just get this Kaya. And the spell lifesteal is just going to be immense for him. How is he? 1, 2, 3. I thought the Timbersaw may have got more kills than this. But, yeah, once this Bloodstone comes out, he's got the spell lifesteal, he's got the Kyra as well. S4 is going to look scary. Oh, the dive forward in the mid lane. The Dissimulate comes out, but the Remnant, it's still not on target. As Nico Baby just responds to the gank on the rest of his team. S4 was down here pretty quickly as well with the Timber Chain. We're going to see a 4-man. Is there going to be a smoke coming through? Smoke is there. But Crystal Maiden just puts it back in the backpack. Doesn't think it's needed just yet as Alliance look towards Roshan. Limp. Doing a bit of jungle farming. Ah, okay, so they were just scanning Roshan. They weren't actually committing towards it, I guess. As Anti-Mage was able to TP himself away.
An easy shot.
And now Limp. He's dropped way down the net worth chart. He was like top 2 5, 6 minutes ago. But with the control that Mudgolems has taken here, it's harder for Limp and Hanskin to look for those, because you can see they're moving in groups of like 3. Okay, I'm not sure what Fat is there on his own. That's pretty dangerous, but the core group is always a group of 3 or a group of 4, which Alliance can't really exploit unless they want to commit into a 5-man team fight. And then the Anti-Mage shows up. Anti-Mage is really caught up in the net worth now as well. He's about to get ahead of the Wraith King. Did Wraith King go Radiance? No, just straight, yeah, Melania. And then the Blink Dagger's not too far off as well. "23 minutes in, FNG is actually going to go for the Ag Shard to get that Liquid Frost. That's, again, it's a nice addition. It's a nice luxury item. It's only about 150 gold away. Or he might be a little bit more. He gets caught out in the Remnant. The Wraith Fire Blast comes through. The arrow onto the Void Spirit now, as well as the Starstorm. The Macro Pyre even committed onto that. And Nico Baby gets the kill. He might be able to get even more out of that. The Freezing Field not committed by Fata. Did get that Frostbite off, but Test 4... it's only going to be a little bit caught out in the Yule Scepter now of the Rubik, but the chase is on Alliance. They've smelt blood in the water. They open up 3 kills, maybe moving themselves towards... it's going to be a tier 2 tower with these skeletons up. I suppose it is, just to keep this aggression up. The creeps are going to be coming in now as well. But this tier 2 tower, no buybacks available, and you don't want to buybacks when the respawns are so short, but they might be able to make a move onto Skitter. Timber Chain comes through, he blinks himself into the trees, they can't catch him. Chakram doesn't go the right direction, but with a DD, this might be enough to open up Roshan if Alliance want to take it here. Nico Baby, is the blink flying out, or has he changed his mind? He might have just changed his mind, going to go straight. Oh no, he already has it. Duh, blind. Bear with me, it's been a long day. Yeah, just bear with me. So the BKB being started now by Nico Baby. Just as I said, Skidder was about to take over Wraith King's top position on the net worth chart. Talk about caster curse. So Moonlight Shadow comes out. Is there an inkling that they're in the Roshan pit? Was that arrow to fly through? It is going to see Roshan moving out. Cut short before it actually hits onto anything though.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
And Limp. He's starting to recover now. 4th in the net worth chart. That's not too bad. How's the Darkseer looking? He's got himself the Ags. Has he got the Guardian's Greaves coming out? That is the full Guardian's Greaves completed here now for the Darkseer. So that's going to be nice. Opens up another slot for him. How's the vision looking on the map? They do have this high ground ward so they can see. Up in the top triangle for the Radiant side, there is 3 or 4 heroes around. Do they want to try and make something happen here? The smoke is going to be about to wear off. Wraith King, he gets telekinesed up, but maybe he's acting as a little bit of bait here.
Can't do nothing about
As Mudgolems are starting to stick together. But Alliance, do they look towards Roshan?
Dire might want to mine their top tower.
Arrow comes in. FNG's going to be caught with the Remnant, though. It looks like the disruption might save his life. The blink up to the high ground, though. Fada will be finished off. Chimbertain now comes through. Do they want to try and chase? Or is that Crystal Maiden enough that they want to go back into the Roshan pit? It looks like it is. 35 seconds before Fada can come back alive. And I don't think he wants to be buying back into this. Did they just give up the Roshan here? As Anti-Mage, no commitment to trying to deal with this Roshan. Just wants to go towards that BKB after the Manta style.
Roche is tough.
So Limp gets himself an Aegis. Nico Baby still holds his ultimate here now as well.
Mid tower's having technical difficulties.
Yeah, Chimbertain.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
As Timbersaw. Oh, he's going to come across 9. There's going to be a good gang squad here for the Timbersaw. And S4. He's going to be S-Saw here. As Hanskin telekinesis. What are they going to be able to do on the back lines? They find the Rubik kill at least. So a 1-for-1. So good trade there for Mudgolems. Yes, it was a 1-for-1. But you give up a position 4 for the Timbersaw. Which is, it's always going to be a good trade, especially when you're a little bit behind. You're only a kill behind, but the net worth, you know, you still need to swing that back in your favor. The grasp onto Hanskin. And 9 was able to just finish that kill with the Ether Step. He's got himself the Resonant Pulse Silence now as well. 2 charges and a Silence. That's going to be great if you can get in the middle of FNG. Hanskin, even Limp. Does Limp have his BKB up? Limp has his BKB up, okay. But still though, that messes with the 2 supports where you should just be able to 1v1, maybe even 1v2 them. The blink forwards, get a Fada backing him up. DC. Did they just get the vision? S4 comes out, the Chakram onto Fada. Fada could be in a whole load of trouble, but there's going to be the Frostbite salve, going to be popped. Chakram up in a couple of seconds, but the Timbersaw comes forward with a chain. Remnant, he tries to dive through it. S4 just doesn't commit with the Chakram, still gets the kill though with the Timber Chain. So let's take a look at the side of Mudgolems. How's Biver doing? Going towards a Blink Dagger and an Axe. That's a big ask. He does have the Philosopher's Stone, so it's extra gold, but that's still going to be, what, another 10 minutes away maybe. And they're looking for just a few more stacks in the jungle. Anti-Mage, once again, looking to catch up. Going towards an Abyssal, about 1,200 gold away from finishing that up. So once these... Never mind. Biver in the mid lane. This is going to be a tier 3 tower. Alliance, they might want to put the pressure on now while they have themselves an Aegis still on Limp.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
Are they going to try and commit to this? Hanskin just holds back a Blink Dagger of his own. Nico Baby could come in. But they need creeps. The creeps are a little bit away. I'm hearing an Ice Path. It comes out. It's going to be off the mark as well as the arrow. But this tier 3 tower might still go down. With the Liquid Fire, it will eventually be popped. Liquid Frost now picked up as well. Oh, the blink forwards now as well. Where's that BKB? He gets caught in the Remnant and he looks at the disruption. Again, enough, but there's going to be a vacuum on top of the wall. The leap forward comes up with a Starstorm and Nico Baby gets a kill onto Fata. Do they want to try and dive further into this base? Maybe even take a melee Rax. Buyback from Fada, but Fada's going to be careful because there is an arrow available. But the telekinesis comes out, and this time, Aegis still not popped. There it goes. About a minute before it was set to expire. Nico Baby is seen. Needs to back himself away. They don't want to pop that reincarnate as well if they don't need to. So Nico Baby healing up with the Vampiric Spirit. So they want to try and get aggressive here because ultimates are up. They're only missing out on the Moonlight Shadow. And Wall has already been used. Timbersaw as well, picking up those Bloodstone charges.
'Tis mine.
Smoke comes out from FNG. Is it going to be a Moonlight Shadow to follow up now as well? So, mid lane, They could just push in, maybe look for a mid lane of racks, even push to tier 4s. If Mudgolems don't come back and defend this, the skeletons are out. What did he go for? The 30 movement speed and the 12 strength. But it looks like they want to push down, pressure this tier 3 tower, look for a second set of racks. This tier 3 tower's gone. The skeletons can carry on coming in, put pressure onto this range racks, which looks like it might eventually be farmed up. Crystal Nova comes up from the Crystal Maiden. But still going. They take down Biver. 9 has to back himself away. Wall gets dropped once again. Nico Baby with the BKB. Are they going to be able to chase here? S4. They just back themselves up. The Timber Chain is going to be cancelled now as well. The Mana Void gets the kill onto S4. And Alliance just start to run away. Moonlight Shadow was that reveal. The step comes forward now as well. So Hanskin's going to be the sacrificial lamb. FNG, don't do it. Just TP away. Nico Baby does have that leap. TPs are available for both Nico. Limp has the leap, and Nico Baby has the blink dagger. But speaking of blinks, Skidder comes forward. The arrow connects. They're going to try and turn this one around. The BKB pop by here. Marana, Starstorm, any damage. He's going to be able to get that Manta Star off, but all he's going to be able to find is death. And now Alliance. That was a great bait, mate. Can they rate it 8 out of 8 and get some more kills out of this? 33. Drags back. There's going to be at least a reincarnation coming out of the Wraith King. And now what can they do? 9 needs to try and dive himself away. No BKB. What's he going to be able to do with the Wraith Fire Blast? He's going to be silenced, but the disruption saved his life. Arrow doesn't connect to anybody on the side of Mudgolems and vacuum back. It could be another good one. 33. They take down 4. Can they take down 5? FNG looking to run away. Ice Path, dual breath. But 9 does have an Astral Step as well as a Remnant, Resonant Pulse, and a Remnant. That's going to be a full 5-man wipe if they can find the damage, which they do. Fada comes in with the Crystal Nova, the Frostbite, and cleans up the Jakiro. Mid lane's going to push in, but it should, I mean, pop the fortification, but it should just be the building that gets taken down. Afterwards, the tower should be able to clean up these creeps. But you've got to look, there's still a tier 1 tower in the mid lane.
Mid tower's nothing now.
But Alliance, in terms of let's keep a look on the buybacks. The 3 cores. Oh well, okay. Marana just bought out, so she's about 300 gold away from having the buyback. S4 does have his, Wraith King has his now as well, but nobody on the side of Mudgolems has their buyback. So maybe if Alliance look to pressure, obviously they don't know about the buybacks. But if Alliance look to pressure, they could probably get something out of this. Roshan at least a minute away though. Let's take a look at the items, shall we, while we have a pause. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a little bit of water down me while we have a pause as well. So, Farah is a pretty poor Crystal Maiden. 4.8k net worth. Were. Oh, I suppose it's the 3k that she's got in the bank. Of course. Biver looking pretty healthy. Got himself a Yule's the Urn. Going towards his Aghanim Scepter now as well. Darkseer got the Guardian's Greaves BKB. A fresh BKB as well as the Aghanim Scepter. Who took the Burning... Was there a Burning? Oh, it's the Anti-Mage, Cloak of Flames. Is that on his courier then? Yeah, it is. It's a good item, obviously the armor and the magic resist. I suppose the enchanted quiver with the 300 bonus magical damage is quite nice. But I'm surprised the Darkseer. Does he want to keep this? The plus 350 mana. He doesn't really have mana trouble. Yeah, Void Spirit, that Quickening Charm is nice on him. So let's just see. Hopefully the pause. Well, yeah, okay. We get the go. We are good to go. with the second game. Again, the Witchblade. Love this item.
All right, carry on.
Roche, again, 50 seconds before Roshan is back up. S4. Going towards the BKB, which is going to be quite nice because he keeps getting caught out with the Frostbite Telekinesis combo. And then the damage coming through from 9 as well on top of S4. It's just a lot harder for him to fight into than I think he realised. I know he's only died 4 times, but he should really be one of the most survivable. He is frontlining as well, but he keeps getting caught out. So, oh. I got completely kicked out of the game. Hello? Excuse me? I don't know, I'm still, like, the stream's still going. Everything's still going, and Dota TV's just kicked me out. Okay, watch game status. Right, okay. Give me a sec, guys. We're gonna restart Dota, because that is not right. If not, I'll try and jump on. I'll find one of the Russian streams that's going and just try and cast off that. I know you're not supposed to because it's their camera work, but desperate times, desperate measures, right? Game's over? Oh crap. Okay. Let's see if it lets me back in. That's a bit anticlimactic, right? I mean, it's been fine all day. It's not kicked me out once. That's the first time in 3 days it's kicked me out of Dota TV when the game's ended. No, when the game's over, it still sticks in, but it's just like, cannot find game when the lobby comes up. Alright, bugger this for now. Oh, Goat got kicked out as well. Bugger. Does anyone know who won that? Cast from the minimap preview. Yeah. Oh, we might be back in. Here we go. It looks like there's a big fight breaking out. We don't want the directed camera though. We want this free camera now. It looks like 9 could be in a little bit of trouble. The BKB is going to be wearing off, but the step, it's going to be enough to keep him alive as he TPs himself away. Roshan is up, so that wasn't taken during that fight. How are the buybacks looking? Do Alliance want to push in on this? Maybe look for a free Roshan. They do. Anti-Mage, 76 seconds without buyback. He's just not got the gold for it. Bought out the Abyssal Blade instead. So back into the pit. What? Do Alliance just push down from this? Is this why it ended? Roshan will be taken care of. Limp gets himself an Aegis. The cheese on Nico Baby as well. Yeah, they've got no racks, do they? So Alliance, let's see if it was actually the game ending or just the server spazzing up. As it looks like they just want to carry on going down mid. No anti-mage for the next 30 seconds. They can definitely make something happen here. And the second set of racks has been exposed as the creeps get towards the base. S4 can just back up. They take one set.
Radiant's bottom rag.
Will they take two? Fada, the Frostbite comes out. Timbersword does have that BKB, doesn't want to be using it just yet. The Wraith Fire Blast onto Fada just outside of the pit. Arrow's going to be off the mark. The fortification will be used. S4 needs to be careful. He does have the cheese, pops his BKB.
Vanish.
And the leap away. But the melee rack still stands for now. These Moonlight Shadow up. Do they want to go back in on this? Nico Baby has the Blink BKB available if he does want to dive. Maybe look to finish off this melee racks. So the disruption onto Limp. What are they going to be able to do here? One gets dragged in by the Remnant, but they're just looking to use it to try and finish off the melee racks. The Fade Bolt though won't let them. Jakiro just had himself in the trees. Smoke's going to be coming out. Surge as well onto 9. Oh, the Telekinesis. Morana, what are they going to be able to do here? The Chakram. Arrow comes forward as well as the Starstorm. Do they have the damage through the Yules? It looks like it's going to be enough to finish off at least Vada. Can they carry on going now as well? Vada does have buyback if they want to fight into this. Back lines. It looks like S4. Does he want to try and dive onto 9? Nico Baby, the Simulate does come out now as well. 9's going to try and do whatever damage he can. Astral steps himself back forward. It's going to be a whole lot of damage coming through from that Astral step. But Aegis as well. Reincarnate comes out. S4 does still have the cheese if he needs it. After that, it's going to be a good stun onto 9. And it looks like it's going to be a 3-man Macro Pyre and Dual Breath. Anti-Mage, still no buyback. The support's trying to do what they can, but S4 looking to finish them off. The Frostbite now as well. Backlines, Darkseer will be cleaned off by at least 9 will be cleaned off. Does 3-3 get himself out of this? Anything to stop that TP? A bash? Anything? Gets him back to base. But with no Anti-Mage for 80 seconds. Limp is down for 68. What are they going to be able to do here, Alliance? Can they force something out of this fight? Wraith King does have the Reincarnate back up now as well. It looks like they want to go straight towards the tier 4 towers. Nico Baby. Does he want to push in with the rest of his team? S4 just standing behind the 2, stacking up his reactive armor now as well. Ooh, 33. Frostbite does come out into Timbersaw, and this time he's got no cheese to save him. Does have the BKB though after he gets put down after the Telekinesis. Does he want to pop it now as well? The buyback comes in from 9, but it looks like the Darkseer is he going to be able to get himself away from this. Has to pop his Guardian's Greaves now as well. They take down the Jakiro. The chase is on. Nico Baby. You'll scepter onto S4. Was the chain? Was the silence? Is going to be enough? Does he want to pop that BKB? He's already used it. Now the disruption comes through. 9 going into the backlines. Hanskin gets caught in by the Remnant as well. 3-man vacuum into the wall, but what can they do to finish this job? It looks like it's going to be a 5-man wipe. Nico Baby gets the TP. Last second gets the TP, but this is going to be 2 lanes of racks missing here for Mudgolems. So they need to be careful about defending this base. They can't push out too far. With buybacks being down as well, if they lose heroes, then it could be curtains here for Mudgolems. Survivor does spot the Arcane Rune.
Vanish.
Double damage.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
Tier 2 towers being pressured. All 3 of Alliance. Is it all 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just Nico. He's 300 short. Everybody else has buybacks, and if he gets one good kill in Nico Baby, he should have the buyback available. Has the Reincarnate anyway, so that's as good as. The arrow comes through, doesn't actually connect onto anybody. Here's the fortification. Smoke as well. Did he maybe want to buy back onto S4 and try and fight this one out? Doesn't look like it. A leveler? Now you've got to trade this one, yeah. The 60 attack speed. Like the absolute just destruction you can cause with a leveler trying to take a base. If you get one good fight, that is the end of the game here, I think. So, Alliance. Roshan's not available for at least 2.5 minutes. But what are they able to do here, Mudgolems? They've dragged the net worth back in their favour. Kills as well. How are the neutral items looking? So all the tier 4s open for Mudgolems and Alliance are just picking those up now. But we do have a 5-man group up. Again, Roshan at least 2 minutes away. Are they going to try and go in with a smoke? S4. Could be bait. All buybacks available on the side of Alliance as well.
I restore my connection to the void.
A Moonlight Shadow, they're going to be moving themselves up. Where's the Vision looking for the Dire? They don't actually have anything. Same, they do see the Wraith King though? No, they don't. Okay, he was just showing up on the minimap because obviously it's in my vision. So they hold this. That's an Observer, not a Sentry. Going to be able to deward that. The dive. Oh, they find S4. Look at the damage. He's going to be able to get the disruption off to save his life for a little bit. But S4, the BKB gets popped. It's going to be a good vacuum back into the double walls. Macro Power gets popped. There's going to be the Ray Fire Blast though as well. It looks like the disruption was stolen. Nico Baby, what's he going to be able to do? They take down 2. Can they take down any more? 3-3. The TP away from Nico Baby once again. The BKB saving his life. But it looks like he's not going to be so lucky for S4. As Limp once again gets finished off. But the creep waves are pushing in. It's going to be the double catapult wave coming soon. It is there. But Mudgolems are winning every fight from now on. And this could be it. Alliance, they need to buy back. They need to defend the base. There's no better time to do it now as well, seeing as 3-3's missing. He doesn't have boots of travel either. So if they've got the vision, which they don't, okay, they don't see any vision in their side of the jungle, but they could take an engagement here while the Darkseer is missing and make something happen here, Skidder. Just leading the line. Pretty tanky boy, though. Ice Path comes out. He's just on the edge of it. And now he blinks himself forward. He's going to be able to get the Abyssal Blade over onto Nico Baby. Nico Baby does still have... He has the Axe Shard. So he's going to be able to regen and come back with the Reincarnate now as well. Now I'm going to try and get himself away. It looks like the Ice Path comes out onto Fada. Fada, can they do the damage with the Macro Power as well as that Chakram? Fada's going to be able to force staff himself down to the low ground. And Skidder, he wants to carry on going. Does he want to try and get a Rax out of this? He's got that Battle Fury still ticking down creeps. Chakram flying through from S4, but what can they do? Skidder. Wraith King, the blink as well. Where's he actually gone here? S4 needs to be careful. He's locked out of that BKB. The disruption might save his life. There's going to be a good Ice Path now as well. And it's going to be Skidder that gets locked down in that. But he's going to be able to survive through this. No real harass coming out. It's going to be at least one melee Rax going down on the side of the Dire. The Ice Path once again gets caught in it. Disruption. There's going to be a Moonlight Shadow being popped. Was that? Maybe for the chase on. Ray Fire Blast comes out onto Fada now as well. But Fada's got the Glimmer Cape. Arrow comes out. It's going to be, again, another dual walls. And Nico Baby just needs to retreat. He's not got... He does have the Reincarnate. It was back up. So he's back into this fight now as well. Can 9 do it for a third time? Nico Baby pops that BKB. Doesn't want to get it caught out. But Alliance backs against the wall now. Trying to defend this. Wraith King Ags, it means that you don't have mana. The mana reduction thing for his reincarnation got took off the talent. And it's now on the Aghanim Shard. So he needs to buy the Aghanim Shard to reincarnate without mana.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Yeah, and spawns the 3 skeletons
Bottom tower.
when he does reincarnate. He might have found 9 here, or 9 might have found Hanskin. Hanskin goes down. He does have buyback available, but now Alliance, they need to run themselves away. Limp with the leap. What can they do? Alliance coming from behind.
Dire's top tower's getting beat down.
Can they get the drop on them? Hanskin might need to buy back, but if they can find the Darkseer, he comes in. He's just going to go straight towards the Darkseer now as well. Disruption. Where's the damage? Can they take down the Anti-Mage? He's going to be locked down for a little bit here, Skidder, but he's still able to blink himself away. Limp's going to be coming through. 9 with the body blocks. He's got the BKB going. And Limp, they change targets onto 33. The Timber Chain comes forward. S4 wants to carry on chasing. Nico Baby, they're going to be able to stun up onto the Darkseer once again. Do they have the Anti-Mage? The Vanamoid comes out, but it's not going to be enough. He does have buyback. He instantly wants to come back into this fight now as well. Astral Step. S4 needs to get himself out of this, but the Banish comes through from the Rubik. Do they have the damage with the Dissimulate to take him down? The Dissimulate, the Disruption, it lasts a little bit longer because that's going to be the Rubiks. And the Dissimulate was just a little bit off, but Timbersaw doesn't have the buyback. He already used it in the last fight, so that's going to be at least a 4 versus 5, and Roshan available here for Mudgolems. And Roche, this is an Aghanim's Blessing. Who picks this one up? And that's going to be really good here for Nico Baby. The only thing he would have wanted more. Oh, fuck me, Rapier. He's going to go back for the Abyssal. Does he sell the Maelstrom and just straight buy out the Basher though? Because that would give him enough. Or maybe the Blink Dagger boots, maybe? It looks like Mudgolems. They're really pushing this hard. The arrow's going to come in. It does actually connect to Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is already bought back. Okay. Macropire will come out. This tier 3 tower. It's going to take the pressure and fall. And they just back up. Hanskin, he buys up the Aghanim Scepter. They're full on committing for this. They've got no Timbersaw for the next 35 seconds though. This is going to be a big creep wave pushing in. If Alliance can keep Mudgolems busy in this fight, well, they do have buybacks to clean this wave, but it could be a base race push now as well. It's getting slowed down by the Ice Path. Meanwhile, 9 does dive deep as well. BKB comes out from 9. Again, no Timbersaw for 12 seconds. And this creep wave keeps getting bigger. They ping it. They need to come back and defend. This is going to be a tier 4 if 9 doesn't get back in time and pull the creeps. He does. Okay, and the Astral Step. Yeah, the Resonant Pulse Dissimulate. He easily cleans up that wave. But look how close this tier 4 tower is to going down. If he didn't immediately spawn to that creep wave, then that would have been another tier 4. Maybe even half an ancient. Not half an ancient, but a little bit of an ancient. Now Wraith King. How long's the BKB? It is only a 5-second BKB, so maybe he does just pop it and instantly swap it out. The old pop and swap. As Nico Baby just leading the line again with this Rapier. He needs to be so bloody careful. How's Skitter looking? Got himself a halberd. Yeah, what use is a Rapier if you can't right click? So the smoke comes out. Mudgolems, they want to be pushing in here. They want to be ending the game right here, right now. This could be it. No buyback on the AM. For 4.5 minutes though. We're going to get a Moonlight Shadow coming through. No buyback on the Timbersaw at least for 2 minutes either. Roshan, it's going to be a long one away. Did they still have an Aegis? They do. It's on Skitter. So that is why he doesn't have the buyback. I just saw. It's been a long day, guys. Oh, the Timber Chain away. The Dissimulate now as well. S4. Can he drag anybody else in? 33 is going to be coming in. Nico Baby now as well. Just wants to be vacuumed back. The wall gets dropped. Nico Baby. Arrow's going to fly through, but Nico Baby's getting low. He needs to turn a right click. Maybe get a little bit of lifesteal. He just gets caught out. Reincarnation. He's trying to get himself away. He should be able to blink out. There's the Macropire now as well. The Timber Chain, but it looks like Nico Baby will. He survives for a little bit longer. Can he get that blink away now again? He can. Nico Baby goes down. The Rapier's on the deck. The chase is on. Skitter to the high ground. He takes down S4. S4 no buyback. Wraith King's going to be buying back. Who's got that Rapier though? It looks like they're going to trade it out for the 8M. Trades that Scardy out. No boots. No shirt. No shoes. Nothing given here as Anti-Mage. They're going to be able to turn this around. Probably take a tier 3. And look to end the game. Arrow splits the wickets between the heroes. Yeah, Telekinesis comes out. Hanskin gets dragged back. Nico Baby wants to come in, but what's he going to be able to do? With the Rapier up, he's going to be a good ice path, but I don't think he can get out of it, Alliance. They will eventually go down. Reincarnate comes up, but it's going to be 5 versus 2, 5 versus 1, 5 versus 0. As the GG will be called. Alliance, it's going to be another 3-game series today. Oh lordy, my voice can't take it. But 42 kills, 42 to 25 kills, 53-minute game, and a 60k net worth lead. Mudgolems absolutely took that one out the bag. Alliance were looking good in the early game, but the pressure got taken off the anti-mage. They didn't constantly gank him. They thought, well, we can match him. And AM